contest is a Western State Conference South Division match. West LA enters with a record of 6-10-2, having defeated Bakersfield College its last time out. Canyons is 11-4-1 and winners of 3 straight after a convincing 7-0 win versus LA Valley on Tuesday. With this being the final regular season home game for College of the Canyons, we'd like to take an opportunity to honor our sophomores and those hardworking freshmen who will be moving on academically. This talented group of student athletes has overcome a unique set of circumstances never before seen at College of the Canyons, including the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent cancellation of the 2020 season, the disruption of the traditional academic experience and transition to online learning, and the many additional protocols and processes that were adopted in order to safely return to play for the 2021 season. As we introduce our sophomores and transferring freshmen, be sure to give each of these hardworking student athletes a final round of applause from the home crowd. Introducing first, number 2, defender Giselle Seon.
I love emergency medicine. We are there at these people's.
Up next, number 3, midfielder Isabella Monteforte. Up next, the 2-year starter for the Cougars, number 10, midfielder Maggie Maldonado. Up next, number 20, midfielder Shelby Cooper. Now introducing number 23, forward Annalise Rappy. last but certainly not least, number 25, defender Christina Aranda. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 sophomore class. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Hi, everybody, and welcome into the Cougars Sports Network as we bring you the final home women's soccer game of the 2021 regular season, sophomore night, as West LA in town to take on your College of the Canyons Cougars. I am Matt Robinson. Very happy to have you along once again, and the Cougars are on a nice little streak right now, getting geared up for the playoffs. Have won 3 straight, 11-4-1 on the year, 8-1-1 in conference, and on the inside track for a conference title, as they are just about ready to lock it up, getting pretty close at this point in time. And like we said, have been playing their best soccer as of late. Tonight we honor the sophomores, though, as the Cougars with a few on the list this year. Maggie Maldonado, Ellie Prezioso, Christina Aranda, Annalise Rappi, Shelby Cooper. So here we go. Now we actually have the full list. It's Giselle San, Isabella Monteforti, Maggie Maldonado, Shelby Cooper, Annalise Rappi, and Christina Aranda actually are the sophomores. So we want to honor them and celebrate their final regular season home game here at the Cougar Soccer Field as they are taking on West LA, who's 6-10-2 on the year. As we said, the Cougars have been playing their best soccer as of late. 11-4-1 on the year, and it's really just it's been a nice little run for Justin London's squad as they just fight their way towards the playoffs and are getting very close to securing that conference title. Yet another one in the cap. Oh, Justin London looking for their first conference title in a few years' time. Just about ready to get underway. I had the mic. And we are underway here from the Cougar Soccer Center. West LA in their gold uniforms. Cougars in that familiar blue that they've worn here at the Cougar Soccer Center as Rappi down the sideline. Ball goes out and it'll be a throw-in for Canyons here early on. Just underway. As we look down the roster for the Cougars this year, it's been a really good season, especially for Rebecca Brooks, just a freshman, but 17 goals leading the team by a wide margin, 38 points on the year. She's really the one that drives the offensive bus for the Cougars, as you see her right there in the middle. Couldn't quite catch up to that one. But she's got a little bit of help on the sides. Lauren Bailey's had a nice year at 6 goals. Maggie Maldonado with 5. Lizeth Gutierrez Cervantes with 4. Sarah Allen with 3. Annalise Rappi with 3. But really, it's Brooks that kind of leads the way offensively for the Cougars. On the defensive side, it's a number of ladies that have really done the job defensively. Giselle Sands, Sabine Yalung, Sasha Marslin have really been the steady ones on the backside for the Cougars as the years progressed on. Cougars with the ball as it caroms off a few players. It's going to be taken by West LA. Chavez plays it ahead. Cougars stop it. Cooper pokes it ahead, trying to get it to Rappy. Knocked down by Aranda. Played ahead by West LA, but Cooper was there to knock it down. Cougars will control. Maldonado to the far side of the field. San ahead, trying to get it back to Maldonado. She'll chip it down the far wing. Running onto it is Monteforte. She'll try and serve it up through the middle, and it's defended out. It'll be a corner kick for the Cougars. Whistle for so free ball here for Canyons. Cooper will play it ahead. It goes out off of Flores, and it'll be a Cougar throw-in. Alexander now with the ball for West LA. Wildcats 6-10-2 on the year for Coach Robert Lewin. 4-5-1 in conference play. Won their last match against Bakersfield 2-1. Fortunately, we don't have many numbers on West LA as they don't have any stats listed for anyone. So kind of flying blind into the broadcast in terms of who to watch for West LA. Cooper with the ball for COC. Will play it back to Sasha Marcelin. Now Aranda will drive it low. It was behind Rebecca Brooks. Armaggio will play it ahead, but it's turned over. Cougars with the ball. Chance on goal, and it's chipped in. Annalise Rappy. And the Cougars have a 1-0 lead.
Number 23, Annalise Rappy.
So Rappy with the first of the night, and the Cougars with a 1-0 lead. For Rappy, her third of the year. Or excuse me, her fourth of the year. And it puts the Cougars on the board just about 5 minutes into the match, as we're at 39-10, so a little after 5 minutes into the match. We'll get the official time for you. So it's 1-0 Canyons. 5th minute, 5:10 in is the official time for Rappy. And the Cougars will have a corner here and a chance to try and add to it. Cougars this year 19th in the state in corner attempts, 38 coming into the game. I've already had 2 here today. Try and serve that one through the middle, and it goes over a trio of Cougars' heads. Maldonado trying to run onto it on the near sidelines, but could not get to it. For COC, top 25 in the state in a number of categories. Shots on goal, they're 11th. Goals for at 47, they're 23rd. Shots per game, 11.3, that's 7th. Shots on goal, 14th at 114. And then you look, corner kicks, we said 19th. PKs 1 for 2, that's 10th. Not a lot of PKs. And 13th in the state in shutouts with 9 this year. And they've only allowed 1 goal in their last 3 contests. Beat Bakersfield 2-0 on the road, beat Santa Monica 3-1 on the road, and then a 7-0 win over LA Valley on Tuesday as that shot goes wide. And really, as of late, the Cougars have, like we said, been rolling. 3-game winning streak. They've won 5 of their last 6. The only loss to Antelope Valley on the road, 2-1 in a tight game. Cougars have won 8 of their last 9 coming into today. There's another chance. This one pops in, and it's another goal for the Cougars. Kind of bounced right towards the goal, and
Goal number 10, Maggie Maldonado.
it's going to be Maggie Maldonado getting credit for the goal, her 6th of the year. So Maldonado with her 6th of the year. It's 2-0 College of the Canyons. As they send for the Cougars, looking for their first WSC-South title since 2017. 8-1-1 on the year. They don't hold the tiebreak over Antelope Valley, but the Marauders 6-1-2 on the season. So the Cougars with a win today and a win at Citrus will lock it up. I think a win today would pretty much lock it up, as Antelope Valley, as you look down, needs to at least match the Cougars in wins, and right now are 2 wins behind them with just a couple of games left in the regular season. For the Marauders, they play today at Santa Monica, so they actually could catch COC. They need to win at Santa Monica, then on the road again, or then at home against LA Valley, then on the road against Bakersfield as you look at the standings. So very important game for the Cougars here, as a win gets them to 9, and it puts them in a spot to really solidify and control their own destiny going into their final regular season game on the 9th against Citrus on the road. This one goes out. It'll be Cougar throw-in. Ball's pretty much been on the West LA side of the pitch the entire time. Sand moving up to try and play that one. Has it taken off of her. Has another chance, and the Cougars put another one in. Right towards the mouth of the goal, an easy score, and it's 3-0. Rappy with her second of the night, 5th of the season. And it's been all Cougars here early on, and we're not even 15 minutes into the match. Santos will play it through midfield. Cooper was there to knock it down. Santos again with it for West LA. Will swing it to the far side. Flores will boot it down the field. Yalung will come to it and just play it out. Couple of deflections off of bodies in the middle. So 3-0 here, Cougars. Approaching the 14-minute mark. 2 goals from Rappi and a goal from Maldonado, sandwiched between the 2 Rappi goals. Has really just been controlled by the Cougars here early on, as maybe expected coming in. Like we said, they've been playing their best soccer as of late, going against the West LA team that won their last match against Bakersfield, but lost 7-0 to Antelope Valley. And if you talk about comparables, COC and Antelope Valley, as we've already talked about, very, very comparable squads. They tied here at Canyons, and then it was a 2-1 match on the road the other day. So, I mean, maybe not necessarily unexpected. Last time these two teams played, the Cougars won 6-0. And especially with COC rolling right now. As the corner knocked down by Samantha Garcia, cleared back over towards the far side. Cooper will try and serve it again, but I believe it's going to be a free kick, is a whistle for a foul in the middle of the field. Cougars with the ball once again in midfield here. Maldonado plays it ahead. Rappi wants to cut it back to the middle. Already looking for her 3rd of the match. Instead, we'll leave it for Rebecca Brooks. Cleared away and out. It'll be a Cougar throw-in. Now another chance. Brooks driving in, and she'll slide it by the keeper with her left foot. Make it 4-0 Cougars, 28-25 to go in the first half. Rebecca Brooks with her team high 18th of the year. Cougars are cruising here early on against West LA. For Brooks, as we said, her 17th of the year. She's 16th in the state of California in goals this year, and she's 11th in the conference. That shows you how much high scoring there is in the Western States South Conference. But has had a phenomenal season. Some substitutions coming onto the field as it's 4-0 Cougars. So this ball played out, it'll be with the Cougars here. Cougars trying to work it down the field once again. It's 4-0 COC. As they have been cruising here early on. This one goes out. It'll be a throw-in for West LA. Flores will ship it in. It was knocked down by Maldonado. She'll run down the far sidelines for Canyons. Wants to serve it through the middle of the field. Maybe looking for Sarah Allen. Now Allen with it. Had it bounce away from her. Able to cut it back. Cougars try and play it back through the middle. It pinballs. Allen will play it back. This one served towards the goal and in. Giselle Sayan, I believe, stepping up for her first of the year. Never mind, it was Isabella Monteforte with her first of the year. Either way, first of the year for somebody from the defensive side. So Monteforte with her first of the year. Good timing for the sophomore on sophomore night. So far, 3 of the team's sophomores have scored so far today for the Cougars. It's 5-0, and we're still have 23 minutes to play here in the first. Santos couldn't handle. Cougars will play it ahead, looking for Rappy, as it was Kerr first on the back-footed pass trying to get it to her. Now Kerr first again. We'll play it on the outside. Rappy trying to chase it down. Romo there to mark her and knock it out. And it'll be a Cougar throw-in. This one goes out. It'll be a goal kick for West LA. That ball on the far side now. Cooper will play it ahead. Maldonado knocks it down, cuts it in the middle to Rappe, looking for her third, drives it, and a good save by Garcia. As Samantha Garcia gets a fist on it, and that was a clean strike from just about the top of the 6 for Rappe. Corner, good job by Samantha Garcia to sky up that time and get the corner. She'll drive this one away. Cooper first contact, Maldonado second. Back-footed pass back to Maldonado again. She wants to run it ahead. Lost it off the back of her heel, gets it back, and will play it back. Aranda now with it. Cuts around one defender. Will strike from outside the 18 and just drove it over. From about 23 on the near wing. It was a good look from Christina Aranda, and she just drove it a little too high. That's another goal for the Cougars. Sarah Allen this time, and it's 6-0 with 19 minutes to go in the first. Cougars just rolling. So 6-0 here, Cougars. Maldonado now trying to get it down the far side. Monteforte had it and was running ahead, and then coming out to knock it down was Garcia. Another chance for the Cougars trying to drive it towards, and it's knocked away. So 6-0 here. We're inside 15 minutes to go. And the Cougars trying to work it ahead here as this one rolls back towards Garcia, and it's knocked away. So 6-0, just kind of cruising here through the game. Chance here for West LA, driven towards the goal. And stopped by Zoe McDonald. It's been a good start for the Cougars, 6-0 in the first. And it's really kind of put this game out of reach. West LA really hasn't had any chances on goal. It's really been all Cougars. Tired of eating at home? Then stop into the nearest Jersey Mike's and try the classic number 7 turkey in provolone. Don't forget to get it Mike's way. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. I hear our SID over here talking about his 13 with extra lettuce. What is the Club Supreme? Club Sub? Club Supreme? Jesse Munoz over there, who you can hear tomorrow night on the football webcast if you're going to join us for that, Cougars fans. Big day on the Cougar Sports Network. We have a triple header. So we've got 2 basketball games starting at 1 o'clock. The consolation game of the Clash at Canyons between Quayameka and Oxnard College at 1 p.m. Then the Cougars taking on Barstow in the championship game of the Clash at Canyons tip-off event at 3 p.m. And then a big top 10 3C2A football matchup here at Cougar Stadium. The Ventura Pirates, who are currently undefeated 8-0, coming to take on the 7th-ranked Cougars, who lost their first game of the season last week on the road at ELAC in a surprise. And that game is going to be an interesting one for both sides. Ventura picks up a win, and they've pretty much secured themselves at least a share of the conference title. And I think actually they secure the conference title with a win tomorrow, as nobody else really close. The Cougars with a win have the inside track, but they need to win their last 2 games to try and secure the conference title and make it to the 3C2A state playoffs. So in a very important game, as it is title season right now. Lady Cougars soccer on the inside track for a Western States South Conference title at 8-1-1 on the year. A chance to get one step closer here today, and it's looking good right now with a 6-0 lead, 8:15 to go in the first. West LA really hasn't had much of anything by way of attack, just one ball in on Zoe McDonald, and that's been it. It's really been all Cougars the rest of the way. And just shows you the strength of the Cougars' defense so far this year, as they have been impressive. .6:49 to go here in the first half. This one goes out off of West LA, so it'll be Cougar ball. Throw in here for Canyons. I mean, there hasn't been much to talk about, just 6 goals for the Cougars. That's been it. As the scoring started with Annalise Rappe in the 5th minute, then Maggie Maldonado in the 7th minute put the 2nd goal on the board, then Rappe with her 2nd in the 10th minute as one of the West LA players down on the sidelines, being attended to by the athletic training staff. Rebecca Brooks with her team high 18th in the 15th minute. Then Monteforti with her first of the year in the 19th minute. And Sarah Allen in the 24th minute with her 4th of the year. Santos going to get some help. Looks like she's all right. Actually, might be Chavez. I can't tell if it's a 15 or a 19. And we'll reset here. Brendan Moskal going to help me out here. 15, okay. So it's actually Angelica Chavez getting some help from the athletic training staff. I know the Amy Robinson, my wife, one of the trainers today, is trying not to do it. So I'm biased, but she's in very good hands. As here's Emily Chavez. Plays it through the legs of one of the Cougars, then cutting across and driving it in is Jaylene Quijada. Here's Aranda with it. Cougars all the way to the far side of the field here. 3 minutes to go in the first half. That one played out off of Canyons. It'll be a throw in here for West LA. Sand with some good defense over there, able to knock it down. Cougars will work it onto the near side. Aranda now with it. Let's go up to the near sideline. Argo plays it out off of a West LA defender. She'll have a throw in here. And she'll dump it back to Aranda, who will bring it back in. Aranda looking for somewhere to go with it. We'll get it to Maldonado, who will flick it ahead. Ramirez stopped it for West LA. Played forward by Godinez. The Cougars take it away again. This one played down the far sidelines. Chance for the Cougars to run onto it, but a whistle for a foul. As we're inside 2 minutes to go here. So just waiting on final 2 minutes to take away the first. So going to come out on the near side. It'll be a Cougar throw-in. 6 goals in the first half for COC. I would imagine the bench empties and stays pretty empty as the game goes on here for Justin London. Sarah Allen was trying to run it towards the box. It goes out off of COC. It'll be a West LA throw-in. Another whistle for a touch. Coach London now with 158 career wins as the Cougars head coach. And that will end the first half. 6 goals on the board for COC in the first 45 minutes. 2 from Annalise Rappe, 1 from Maggie Maldonado, Rebecca Brooks, Isabella Monteforti, and Sarah Allen. As we'll take a break. Second half action in just a bit.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Filmmaking program at COC is one of the best programs because it has literally jump-started my career.
Most of the instructors actually have worked in Hollywood, so having instructors that have done it before and know the ins and outs, I think really helps.
We here at COC have a kind of a sandbox approach, and that is to say we've got a lot of cool equipment, a lot of great facilities. Enroll in our class and we're going to let you play in the sandbox.
The photography department at College of the Canyons is a place for photography students of all levels to come together and create.
Welcome back into Cougar Soccer Field as we get ready for second half action between COC and West Los Angeles. As the Cougars with 6 in the first. So we're just kind of waiting on the officials to get out of the field, and then we'll go back to work. So just waiting on the second half to start, waiting for West LA to get out on the field. So Cougars with a 6-0 lead. And they will start with the ball and attack to our right here in the second. So Canyons with the ball here. San with the ball for COC. Middle of the field. Mendoza will drive it to the far side. Argo on it, marked by Romo. Played out, it'll be a throw-in for Canyons. Canyons will get it to the near side. San trying to play it through. Kerr first was trying to run onto it, but cut off and knocked out by Ramajo. And another throw in here for COC. Service to the middle, defended away. Out and another throw in for the Cougars. And we'll do it again. This one right into the box. Flora is able to knock it away before the Cougars could get onto it. It's played back towards midfield. Mendoza now with it again. To Maldonado. She already has one today, drives that one towards, but it's wide. And it'll be a goal kick. Another takeaway by COC. Turned over and played back towards midfield by West LA. Viapondo was trying to run it up the field, but it's knocked down by Canyons. Right back to Viapondo, who will play it around. Slow pace here to start in this second half after a furious pace in the first 20 minutes by COC. 6 goals all in the first 20 minutes. It's kind of slowed down there, but as to be expected. Still waiting on the throw-in. So it comes back in, and Monteforte had it poked out away from her, so the Cougars will throw in once again. Sand to the middle of the field this time, comes right back to her. Able to pop it off of Flores and out. Ball's been pretty much on the near sideline on the West LA end for the last, I don't know, minute and a half, it seems. As the Cougars try and cross, they'll produce a corner. It'll be a Canyons corner. In turn out high, headed towards the goal, knocked down. Ball still loose and cleared away by West LA. Wildcats trying to turn it back the other way on a run. Instead, they'll play back for control. Cougars able to knock it down. Maldonado had it knocked away from her. Now Maldonado with it. Has Kerr first in the middle of the field, instead tries to drive it on. And Garcia just lets it go. For up-to-date records and information about all 17 Cougar athletics teams, including the COC women's soccer team, including schedules, rosters, stats, game photos, and live stream links for home games, be sure to check out College of the Canyons athletics homepage at cocathletics.com. Another throw in here, this time for West LA. Villapando will play it into the middle of the field. Romo will play it onto the near side. Godinez now with a chance to run. He'll play it ahead. Good through ball. Orozco trying to chase it down along with Alexander. Orozco able to control it. And a good job by her to hold off Destiny Alexander and play it ahead to Giselle Sayan. Maldonado up the near sideline. Pinballs off Flores and then Maldonado again, and the Cougars will run it back ahead. Through ball trying to get it to Maldonado. Played towards the near sideline, and then out off the corner flag, and it'll be a corner for COC. Mendoza will run up to take it. A little over 7 minutes gone, actually a little over 8 minutes gone, we'll say, here in the first. Out turn, headed towards the goal but wide, as it was Maldonado on the header. As we go back to work quick. Ball in midfield here. West LA trying to work and find an attack. Just have not had much here today. Destiny Alexander on the near touchline, marked by Giselle San. Pair of twos going at it. Alexander able to chip it ahead. Stepping up to knock it back down onto the West LA side was Orozco. Kerr first onto it, pops it towards the goal, but didn't have enough on it to make it dangerous. Remember, triple header here on the Cougar Sports Network tomorrow. Basketball starting at 1 p.m. Oxnard and Cuyamaca in the consolation game of the Clash at Canyons tip-off event, followed by COC and Barstow in the championship game. Cougars men's basketball team with a 20-point win the other night over Oxnard, broke the 100-point mark in their first game of the year. A very impressive performance for the men. And then the finale, a big one on the football field, as a top 10 matchup in the 3C2A, third-ranked and undefeated Ventura taking on the 7-1, 7th-ranked COC Cougars on the gridiron, and that game should potentially determine who's going to win the National Northern Division. Cougars need the win to try and make the playoffs in that one. So throw in here for the Lady Cougars, looking for their first conference title since 2017 out here on the pitch. And trying to make the playoffs for the 12th straight season. Right now it looks good. 11-4-1 on the year. It's just a matter of when they will play and where they will play. It seems in the first playoff game. Not ranked in the top 25, but I think 11-4, it might be hard to keep them out. As here's a left-footed strike that just goes over the top bar. Maldonado with a good look at it. And I think that's going to end Maggie Maldonado's evening. She's going to head.
Exiting the field for the final time is the College of the Canyons Cougars, the lone two-year starter for Canyons, and the 2019 All-WSC honoree, sophomore midfielder number 10, Maggie Maldonado. Let's give her one last round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
There you hear it, Maggie Maldonado exiting for the final time during the regular season. Only two-year starter for the Cougars on the current roster. All-conference player and has had a solid career in the midfield stripe for the Cougars. And hopefully should COC be able to pick up 2 more wins in the coming days, today and next week on the 9th. Maybe some bonus soccer for her and the rest of the sophomores. Here goes Allen. Played it to Monteforti, cleared away. Sand knocks it down. She'll play it back to Monteforti. In the middle of Sarah Allen. Onto the far side. Now right into the middle. Right-footed chance. Knocked down by Garcia, as that was Genevieve Mendoza with the look. Cougars again with control, this time on their side of the midfield stripe. Through ball played ahead. Looking for Monteforti, trying to cut it back to the middle of the field and sliding out to gather it up with Samantha Garcia. Quijada now with the ball for Canyons. Inside of 30 minutes to go here in the second half. It's been a quiet second half. It was a furious first 25 minutes for the Cougars. 6 goals in the first 25 minutes of the match. 2 from Annalise Rappe, 1 from Maggie Maldonado, Rebecca Brooks, Isabella Monteforti, and Sarah Allen. And that's been the end of the scoring as Aranda drives it on. Garcia with another stop. She's been very busy today. Just waiting on another throw in here. Cougars onto the near side. Sayan drives it low, knocked away. Good stop again by Garcia. Been busy, as we said. But it's been pretty much all COC on all facets of the game here. So McDonald has not had much work. Here's Sayan now. Towards the goal once again. Monteforte now with it, will play it back. Allen controls, wants to play it down the far sideline. Here's Aranda on a run, trying to get around the defender. Marked by Romo, cuts it around her but lost it. And Romo just gonna play it out, so it'll be a deep throw in here for the Cougars. Substitution coming for COC here. As Aranda looks like she's gonna be relieved for the rest of the night. Kaylee Richard coming in to take over the throw-in. Sayan now back into the middle. Allen on a touch will play it back. Quijada will run into it. Another corner towards the goal, and Garcia again diving on the ball. Garcia plays it ahead, and Cougars knock it down once again, and will just take their time. So still 6-0, and about 23 minutes to go. So just trying to cruise to their 4th straight for the Cougars, as they have, as we said, been playing their best soccer as of late, on the inside track to a conference title. Another win today gets them one step closer. It'll be 9 in their last 10. on the upside for the Cougars. They only lost that 2-1 loss against Antelope Valley, which could play a factor if the Cougars don't win their final regular season game and Antelope Valley wins out. Because it looks like the Cougars will be at 9 wins after today. Antelope Valley pending the score of their game. Out off of West LA, so it'll be Canyon's throw in here. Trying to look at the scoreboard to see if there's any update on the Antelope Valley West, or not the West Santa Monica game. That's who they were going against today. So that's an important scoreboard to watch for Cougars fans. And that one is actually final. A 2-1 Santa Monica win over Antelope Valley. So the Cougars can wrap it up tonight with a victory. So with that AVC loss, the Cougars just hold on to this 6-0 lead, which doesn't seem to be in doubt at this point in time. They have wrapped up the conference title. Santa Monica. So I know the Cougars don't necessarily know that. But, I mean, at this point, a 6-0 lead, you're not necessarily worried. There haven't been many shots from West LA. And we're inside of 20 to go. Corner coming here for West LA. Actually, I'm incorrect. It's a throw-in coming for West LA. Chavez tried to play it towards the goal. Cougars knocked it down. and send it ahead. Romo on it first will knock it out. Mendoza able to play it onto the near side. Allen. Back over to Mendoza. Each side still battling hard here late in this one, even though the score pretty much sealed up, I think, at this point, or the result pretty much sealed up. Barring a major breakdown from COC, which so far has just controlled the play the entire way. Looking at the stats, just one shot on goal for West LA on their lone shot, and that's been it. Have not had any other chances. Cougars with 9 shots on goal, 12 shot attempts. That one drilled off of Flores by San. This ball played down the near sideline. Chance to run on it for Russell. She'll send it towards the goal, and Garcia, able to cut down the angle, makes the save. They're taken away by the Cougars. This one driven on, and the right-footed strike finds the back for Lauren Bailey. Her 7th of the year makes it 7-0 Cougars.
Oh, Lauren Bailey.
foul called against Canyons. Long shot from West LA, knocked down by McDonald. First save for her in a long time. So inside of 11 and a half to go. Cougars cruising right now, leading 7-0, and have all but wrapped up the conference title, just pending the final final buzzer to actually ring. We'll make it official. Allen and Flores on a battle. Flores was able to win it, but turned it over to Giselle San. Cougars try and play it the other way. Corner coming here for COC. Straight up towards the top, headed on by Sarah Allen, but another stop by Samantha Garcia, who's again been very, very busy today and has for the most part played pretty well. I know it doesn't seem that way with 7 against, but the Cougars have been pounding shots on goal here today. Allen once again, play it to the middle of the field. Bailey, one knocked away. He's trying to play it in the middle, and Irma Ramirez was able to knock it down, and Garcia will pick it up. Orozco to the near side now. San will play it down the near touch line. Ball looked like it was out, but they say we continue on. Here's Orozco now. We'll play it back on to her own goal. I think at this point, everybody just getting some work in for the Cougars as you've wrapped it up. Just finishing this one off. And moving on to next week. Bailey back to the middle of the field. Spinning to try and get away was Gutierrez Cervantes. Now it's driven on. Bailey trying to head it towards the goal. And she just kind of missed it. Ball back onto the Cougar half of the pitch. COC back defensively. Chance here on a good service by Katie Russell and nearly buried for the second of the night by Rebecca Brooks. And I mean, who else do you expect really in the middle of the field for the Cougars to have good chances but Rebecca Brooks with her 18 goals this year. So we're inside of 3 minutes to go. Cougars will pick up their 12th conference title and will secure a spot in the playoffs for the 13th straight season.
That a long Sicilian drive deep into Cougar territory. They
Be another goal kick here. Just counting down at this point. Canyons will work up the field. Sand drives it in, chance on goal, and another good save. On a point-blank opportunity for Canyons, as Garcia knocks it down, as it was Gutierrez Cervantes who had the chance off the deflected ball that came right to her. Throw-in coming for West LA. Just waiting for the final whistle at this point. West LA with a takeaway. Trying to bring it ahead. Cougars with plenty of bodies back. Cleared out towards midfield. Picked up by Bailey. Popped ahead. Brooks trying to run onto it. Wants to play it onto the outside to Russell. Russell now just outside the top. Drives it wide of the goal. It'll be a goal kick here for West LA. And that will do it. Cougars lock it up. Their 12th conference title as they win 7-0 over West LA and are headed to the state playoffs for the 13th straight season.
College of the Canyons has won the program's 12th WSC-South title and will advance to the postseason for a 10th consecutive year. Thank you for your attendance at tonight's game, and we will see you in the postseason.
So we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Postseason soccer on the schedule. The Cougars win the conference title once again. As the celebration is on. Have a good night, everybody.
Once it goes inside 2, the clock stops, and it's my watch anyway.
Alright, who did it? Who did it? It's all me. Yeah, right.